You know, it's funny. For work, I commute back and forth to Fort McMurray, which is a 700-kilometer drive, so it's a while. I come off at nights, I get some sleep or not, and I hustle home. Well, the next day, I can't figure out why I come down here. First thing I noticed is the room is super cold. Room is super cold. So my guitar is all wildly out of tune, and I can't figure out what's wrong with that. I got to get my guitar back into tune. The room it gets cold. This, guess what happens to metal when it gets cold and the strings are metal? Everything tightens up. Everything was out of tune. And a guy forgets that a guitar is a living, breathing piece of wood, right? So in cold weather, in high humidity, in low humidity, wood swells and contracts, right? It's funny. It's like an old used car. It's like an old Buick or something. You got to warm up. You got to warm me up too. I've been at work all week, and I come home and I'm strung out and I'm tired. I can't figure out why I sit down and in 20 minutes I can't play a brand new song that I've never played before, right? I'm like, well, in 10 minutes I should be able to do this. None of that's realistic. So the guitar is changing. I'm changing. It takes a while to warm yourself up and warm the guitar up and get back into feel of things. So yeah, I just do this in my spare time, so it's easy to forget. You know, I've been away at work and I come back and I can't pick up where I left off. It takes me a day to get back in, to get my fingers back moving and get my guitar kind of dialed in a little bit. And it's easy to forget that. I don't play every day because it's just not feasible, but I play as much as I can, right? And I know it's kind of partly why I'm not progressing as quickly as I'd like. So sometimes I feel kind of stuck, but I mean, I'm still doing new songs all the time and tackling new songs. And some of the songs I pick, I find I'm taking a bit longer on them. Used to be I'd give it 1, 2, or 3 tries, and if it didn't work, I'd throw it in the bush, and I might come back to it 6 months later. Maybe that's what I should do again. But I'm kind of trying to dig in on some songs. But consequently, what ends up happening is I spend all day on a song, and I really don't have that luxury of time. So, like, I've been playing the songs from scratch. First day home, they're awful. Yesterday, they're not bad. I'm going to try them again today, and I'll bet you they're better today, right? And I mean, that's rehearsal and that's practice. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and that's kind of where I'm always at. Is the songs I do the first day back from work, I'm tired, I'm worn out, nothing's right, my fingers are sore. It takes me a day or two to kind of get back in the swing of things. And that's why everybody that plays guitar, and my advice to anybody that plays is trying to play every day. For goodness sakes, play it 10 minutes, play it 20 minutes a day. Keep yourself kind of in the zone, if you will. But if you can't, you can't, right? We're just doing this for fun. So I'm experimenting a little more with the sounds from this guitar. I'm doing a bit of songs, trying to get some dirty tones out of it. Fuzzy tones, and I just find I really don't care for that. Some of the songs it suits better, so I'm farting around with it a bit. Again, I'm trying to get out of the cowboy songs, right, and get a bit wider reach. So you know, I gotta play these kind of tones on some songs. A lot of gain, a lot of distortion. The songs from the 90s, punk songs and stuff that it suits. The only problem is those songs tend to be faster and lots more chord changes. A lot more aggressive. And I got to pick my playing up if I'm going to tackle those songs. So, yeah. So it's a struggle. And again, I'm more or less self-taught. I took 6 lessons online, which I need to get back into. But every hour I spend taking lessons, I'm not learning songs. So it's a trade-off. Everybody says you should structure your rehearsals and practice time, and you should spend 1/3 on theory, right? Lessons, 1/3 on playing, and they also say, 1/3 on practicing your ear, composing, make your own songs, and there's something to be said for that. Video recording was a good strategy that I saw from somebody early on that said record what you do. And it's huge. When you watch yourself playing back, you're like, oh boy, that's awful, right? And every video I watch, I feel it's horrible. I could always do better. I feel like the next one's going to be better. So, yeah, it's funny. Here I am. A year later, I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like my fingers work better. There's some songs I still find I can't play because it's too fast for me. You'll see that. There's a couple songs where I slow right down. I'm just trying. I'm just having fun. I'm still having fun with it. So I just wanted to, I don't know, every time I come home, I seem like I do one of these videos, just kind of like where I'm at and an update. And getting more at home with this. I was kind of thinking to myself the other day, I've kind of abandoned my acoustic guitar. Maybe I'll bust it out for, try and find some slow country songs or something to put on the acoustic guitar so I don't forget how to play that. But I'm really, really liking this this nice new Epiphone guitar. It's super loud. I'm always turning it down because I'm hollering into the mic. And then I listen to the playback and it's not loud enough. So I got to turn it back up. But again, trying to get a balance between my voice and the guitar, right? And the amp sits, oh, you can see it. The amp is this far away. So, you know, yeah. So here I'm at. Hopefully, like I say, this day's off. Do a few songs for you guys and hopefully it works out good. Anyways, I'll stop yapping and we'll get into some songs later on. But yeah, I'm always surprised. I come home, my guitar's out of tune and I'm tired and I haven't played for a couple of days and ugh. It's amazing how in a room, depending on the temperature of the room, depends how the guitar plays. Whether it's up or down or all over the place. It's funny. And as the guitar breathes, the wood breathes. It's crazy. It's not something you'd ever really think about. But it's in the morning it plays different than in the afternoon. It's crazy. I'm also finding with this guitar, pickups are super sensitive. I was even playing the other day like this. Yeah, I'm really getting used to that, and I've got cases where I've got a bit of feedback, and no doubt that's from the acoustic nature of this guitar being plugged in and I'm this far from my amp. So I mean that's not natural, right? So anyways, I'm having fun with the new guitar, and yeah, I said I was gonna shut down, so I'll shut down. Talk to you later. Have a good one.